Thank you for tuning into my channel and special thanks to my subscribers. Today I'm riding on this trail called Prairie Link Loop Trail. It's about an hour drive from Calgary. It takes like Highway 22 past Elbow Falls parking lot. During the winter time, they close out the road past Elbow Falls, so you just need a couple minutes of ride on a pavement road, which is snow covered, and then you'll get to this trailhead. So we are riding here in Prairie Link Loop for the first time with the fat bike, and also I am reviewing today a real life actual use like between these two Garmin devices, 530 versus 830. I saw myself lots of reviews, but I was not convinced, so I just bought both of them, and I thought I want to try them both on with the mountain biking. I know there was more reviews with the 830 for road bikes, but I wanted to keep the 830, but also I know the 530 is as good as 830. Only difference, 830 has touchscreen, so I figure it'll be easier for me to use it. And a lot of reviewers mention about that the touchscreen doesn't work properly with the gloves, especially the winter time, if you have thick gloves. So I thought I'll give it a try. So here we are. The day turned out to be a nice, not that cold, was just about -4 degrees Celsius. So it was not that bad. It was a little bit of windy situation, so it felt cooler. And the trail condition was not ideal. It was like very narrow path and very bumpy, and a lot of areas where blowing snow made the trail harder to ride because it was very soft. But overall, this trail, it's a fun trail. I recommend everyone to try at least once. You start with the beginning, like at the beginning, it's a pretty steep climb, but after that first half an hour, it gets flowy and kind of downhill until you reach towards the end. Then there's a little bit of more climb. But anyway, here we are. This areas are, looks it's wider. I'm pretty sure the summertime will be much better. And the whatever the snowshoers created this a little narrow path. Even with that, I needed to keep just very in that path. Otherwise, I was kind of sliding, and so it was a bit difficult. Anyway, going back to the Garmin 530 and 830 comparison here, the one you can see on the right hand side, like just on the stem, that's the 830, and the one on the handlebar is the 530. Both of them are identical, except 530 requires so many button press to set up something, and also I found when I need to zoom into a map, it's harder because one button used for the zoom, one button pan, one button tilt, whereas the 830 you can just pinch and zoom to the map. So that was a easy solution there, and that was the main reason, because I just thought, what main reason for me to getting this device is for not to able to try find the trails. Yes, that's also a good idea, and I know it's a good help, but my main goal was I got lost a few times last summer, so I just want to make sure that I have something that if I don't have cell coverage, it'll still give me a good map. And so again, I used these gloves to use the 830, and I had no issues to operate with the gloves. But you don't need to just use so many buttons, like you just wanted to zoom in or tap something, and it worked just fine for me. What I also do with the map, like if I plan out my days, like a day before or something, which trail I want to ride, I go to Trail Fork and I add that trail. Sometime I'll map it and then I'll add it to my wish list. And then when I'm home or when I'm within the cell coverage, I will open the phone and also the Garmin device. And then I open Trail Fork in this the Garmin device and then load and then download it. This way, it's downloaded to the device. If I don't have the cell coverage, it's okay, it still loads. So that's how I did today. I loaded this trail and then I started riding this trail. And it's nice to see the also the Climb Pro option, which is nice. Like it'll give you the warning, what kind of climb is coming up and how steep. There is green, orange, and red, different types. So you'll be able to tell how far I'm climbed and how steep is the climb is going to be. So I like that idea. And otherwise, look, I'm not, following the map line all the way because most of the times it's pretty straightforward. You can see it, but I like also the beeps, like when there's a little turn coming or something, gives you the warning. So overall, I like both devices, and for MTB, both of them are good. But I think I'm leaning towards more the 830 because even though it's $100 more, but it's worth it for the less hassle. But if you guys don't mind, using pressing extra buttons, then you can go with 530. As far as this trail goes, that's Prairie Link Loop Trail. It's a fun trail. It's about uh, a little over 10 kilometers, the loop, and the first part is a little bit of a climb, and it's a steeper climb. After that, it becomes flowy. Some sections just some little ups and downs, but mostly downhill. As you can see, it was pretty good this part, even though it was not packed. A lot of areas the trail was not packed, but we still had a good time because of the hikers. The trail was just enough packed to be we were able to ride. But some areas with the windy and blowing snow made it softer, was harder. But here, this section was pretty nice between the trees and everything. It's so much fun. So I recommend if anybody's interested to ride here in this winter. It's only about an hour drive from Calgary to the Prairie Link Loop parking lot, which is not going to show up in Google Map now because the road actually closed right at Elbow Falls. So if you come up to Elbow Falls and you'll see the road closure, but after that you can just follow the sign. It's pretty straightforward, like about a couple minutes of ride, like on that paved road, and then you'll find on your right hand side the trail head. And then it's a loop, so it just goes back to the same head again. So we are here just about halfway and here, and it's nice and flowy as you can see. I was enjoying this part so much. I wish the whole trail was like that, not beginning was a little bit steeper, but again that climb was paid for once you come to this section. So yeah, again, I was enjoying it and testing my the GPS units, the Garmin units. So far, I know I also recommend everyone to get the stem mount, which I got it just about like $15 from Amazon. That's the cheapest one. It's just I didn't use the Garmin. Also comes with a few extra mounts that you can mount it on your handlebar. I just found it if you crash or something, it's easier to hit the the device, but if it's just on the stem, it's hard, it's easier, it'll protect it better. That's what I think. And so I'm using it here, and also it comes with the lanyard, so you can wrap around your stem, so in case you hit it hard, it's not gonna get lost or something. So yeah, again, and also I'm using this TPU case, which is about $10. I got it from Amazon, and I find it, I highly recommend it. Also, I'm using here a screen protector, which is a glass screen protector, and I didn't have any problem using the touchscreen with that, even with the glass screen protector and my gloves. It's not gonna be as fluidy as like iPhone or any kind of touchscreen phones, but it's as good as like a regular other devices. So I had no issues loading or browsing. I found that I with the 530 I missed a lot of settings because it's just harder to go there. I didn't even bother. And with 830 with being touchscreen, I found it's a lot easier to um, you know set it up. So again, it's personal preference, but I am gonna end up keeping the 830 and return the 530 here. And yeah, again, we are still riding on this trail called Prairie Loop. And whoever watching my video for the first time, I'm using a Norco Bigfoot 2, a large size bike. I started the tires, and this trail we found lots of spots with iced up because of the temperature fluctuation. So I started the tires, so actually it came handy, and I think it's highly recommended here. And this is a nice area. You're going on the left hand side, nice and rocks, mountain. And then here we're coming to this open section, so the trail gets a little bit soft, unable to ride. And then also a bit of a steep climb, and it was an open area. Very pretty, but it was windy and blowing snow, and I was very tired of not having any breakfast or anything. So I was kind of fatigued here, but then because of the blowing snow made me even hard to push the bike up. But and also it's just a narrow edge of the mountain, as you can see. The one on the right hand side is steep fall, so it was harder for me to even climb with my my boot, the one I was using, the 45 North Wool Hammer. It's good boot for warmth wise, but I just find it sometimes when there is a softer snow or uphill, it just slides, not enough traction. In this area, this is the top of the mountain here. You just have to cross it over, and this part it's hard because of it was hard because of softer snow. It was not packed at all because it was blowing snow. After crossing this part, then it becomes again nice and packed. So it was okay here. Like this section, just packed and it was going downhill. It is a little bit of it was a little bit of slippery, but it was still good, not an issue. I had pretty good time here. I enjoyed this section very much. And after that, there's a last part where a little bit gnarly because I found right hand side was a huge drop, and also you cannot tell how hard the edges, if the snow is hard or soft, because if you just go there, if it's soft, if you drop. So I was a bit of not here yet, actually. We will go. We're gonna be coming shortly. This part was just fine. It's just and after a couple of minutes that section will come. Otherwise, yeah, and I am going to revisit this trail again summertime, and I hope it'll be more fun to ride summertime because I I'll be able to see the actual path. Here. You can see it, but again, It's not hard packed. It's just that one narrow section is hard packed. So it was a bit of a challenge here. If you guys have any question about the Garmin device, please feel free to ask. I will put it in the comments. I will get back to you as soon as possible. And any other question about the trail or the bike or any other equipments that I'm using Specialized Element 2.0 gloves here, and I found it was warm enough for that day. It was only let's say negative 4 degrees Celsius, and I'm also using the 45 North Woolhammer, the BOA boot. My tires are studded with Bontrager studs, carbide studs. And again, the main reason for this video is of course, is the Prairie trail riding, but also this Garmin devices. I wanted to compare them and real world use. So I found again that I'm going to keep the 830 and return the 530. If you guys have any other question about it, please feel free to ask. This section was a bit of an early for me. Because the right hand side was a little bit of a drop, and then it's very narrow. Especially I found it it's just a single lane, and if you just go a bit on the right hand side, it's softer, and otherwise it's still fun to ride this section. So yeah, again, thanks for watching my videos. Feel free to check out my other videos. I have I rode quite a few trails in West Bragg Creek. So before you want to ride, if you want to check out the trails, please go check out my other videos. I also have last summer's videos with Cube Action Team 140, and that's my other full suspension e-bike. Please check out those videos and give me thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate your support here, and again, give me thumbs up and share my videos. We are coming to the end of this video here. This is the part, then you're going back to the trail head here. So thanks for watching. Keep riding. See you next time. Bye.